All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's Motivation Monday. Um, Here I am. I'm in the home studio. Um, Had to run to the airport to drop off the birthday girl. My baby birthday was yesterday. Nika Lannon, aka Baby Girl. Um, Much respect. Had to run into the airport, so I'm getting back a little late. Something at the last minute. But it's Motivation Monday. Welcome everybody just tuning in. I hope you had a blessed weekend. I hope that things are moving in a positive way in your life. I just wanted to be brief. It's a lot on my plate right now, and as you know, I'm trying to be consistent. It looked like I'm about 20 minutes late coming on. You know, these are the things that we're trying to work on, because when you're doing it by yourself, make no excuses. Things happen. But I just try to stay consistent. So peace and blessings to everybody. I hope God is blessing you. I hope things are going well in your life. And I'm hoping that you are being motivated by the People to People podcast. So with that said, I just want to kind of like talk about a few motivational things to help us move forward. A lot of times when I come to you, as I say, I come to you as a motivational speaker. And I try to give you good advice, and I take the advice myself. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. And I'm moving forward. Things are changing in my life, and all I can do is just give honor and praise to God, because that's where it's all starting. Me motivating my relationship on a spiritual level, where I'm finding out who I am, what my purpose is, and being consistent to stay in my walk. And so I want to just talk about some people. I'm going to bring up a couple of people names. These are people who are been motivating me throughout the process with People to People, and making changes. And when I'm talking about these different individuals, understand the reason why I'm doing this is because it's all about us motivating one another, staying connected, networking, building networking relationships. So the first one I'm going to talk about is this brother. I had the opportunity to interview him the other day, Khalid Kareem. The name of his organization is Lesson Learned. Okay. Sitting down with this guy, man, this guy was telling me about some of the things that happened in his life. I got to go back and check out the interview. Remember, the name is Khalid. That's I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Khalid, Kareem, Karim. The name of his organization is Lesson Learned. Okay. Now, this brother, man, it was just powerful, just from his energy, his humbleness. Shout out to Cookie, who is with the Good Fight. I call her Cookie. That's her nickname, which I may know as Demetrius. I think I said it correct. I don't know why. I have a son, a stepson named Demetrius, and hers is Demetrius, something like that. I get it together. They don't get mad at me because they know, I just try to do the right thing. But anyway, going back to Khalid, what was so motivating about this brother is that this brother did about 25, almost 30 years in the penitentiary, and he made a mistake as a young man. And now let me show you the motivated piece about this whole thing. So a lot of times I don't want people to think that I go looking for ex-convicts, people who've been locked up, who did different things, just to come on to focus on that. No, I don't do that. But when a person have a story that's motivating, I have to share the information. And after listening to him and seeing what he's doing in the community, it was a motivational experience for me to sit down with him. This brother, he went in penitentiary. He was about 17, 16, 17, 18 years old, something around that. And he went in and when he came out, he changed his life during that process. And I asked him one of these questions. I said, was the jails necessary? A lot of times I thought I looked at it like they were just put together so they could incarcerate people and mainly black people. But it's not that. Like he made something clear to me. He said, yo, we got good people, we got bad people, and we have to have a place to put the bad people. And it ain't just black people that's bad. It's white people bad, Mexicans, Hispanics, so forth and so on. It's bad people all over the world. It's us who expose certain different races on a different level to try to make it look like one race is worse than the other. But that's neither here nor there. But what he told me was, I asked him, did he feel like he owed the community anything? He said yes. Now, to me, I kind of was baffled that he said that. But when he said that, he was talking about because all those years was wasted in a way behind bars. And now he's out here doing what he's doing and doing his work in the community. And so I take my hat off to this brother, and he motivated me. He motivated me to stop doing the complaining and stop to looking and targeting other people. Just focus on what I'm doing because that's what he's doing. And he's doing this in a way where he is giving back to the community. So I'm going to give you heads up. Lessons Learned will be a sponsor at the networking event that's going to be taking place July 23rd at the the intelligence office in Tyson's Corner. That's the intelligence office, which is another sponsor to the networking events that we've been doing for people. And I'm going to talk about them as well. I'm talking about people who are motivating their areas and coming together collectively to do things. This brother here, again, I just couldn't, fathom that he could be so humble and so giving after everything happened. But then I realized something. He had time to reflect on the things that he done in his life, and he became a motivation for himself. And when he came out, he started to give back, and he's giving back to the community in different areas, and he's looking out for these kids. So he's one of the sponsors going to be sponsoring the networking event at the Tyson's Corner on July 23rd from 2 to 6. We're looking for all entrepreneurs to come out to network. This is what we're doing. We building networking relationships. The last one was phenomenal. So, if you're from the DMV, if you're from anywhere close to the DMV and you want to come on out, enjoy some good food, enjoy meeting some powerful networking individuals. And this brother Khalid going to be there. What we're doing is we're going to be putting together a box that's going to ask everybody to bring something for a kid between 5 and 17 because he's looking out for these kids in the neighborhood. Go back and check out the interview and listen to some of the things that he was telling me. It was profound. We wonder why our kids are struggling. Well, a lot of times it's because they don't have no other opportunity. They don't have nothing else to promote them other than to be destructive and be self-centered and be evil. Because they struggling and playing around in the dirt where they should be grass. They out there playing around trash cans when they should be on the basketball court. A lot of these things have been taken away from us in our community. When I was coming up in the 60s, I'm going to tell you something. If you wanted to find somebody, all you had to do is go to the basketball court. That's where you found them. I don't care. You might have 2 or 3 different basketball courts in different areas, but if you was looking for somebody, that's where you would go. Now, ain't no telling what might be going on when you get there. You might have somebody a little crap game going. You might have somebody having a little beef, not killing each other. They might knuckle up and then get back on the court and play and show who the best in the basketball, things of that nature. And that was the motivation that we had back then. And here, this brother is what he's doing. He's going into these neighborhoods, and he got a certain couple of neighborhoods. If you go back and watch the interview, you'll see the ones he's talking about, and he's making a big difference in your life. So kudos to you, Khalid. I give you, man, my heart, man. I love you, bro. Man, I got another friend, another brother from another mother, man. I mean, much respect to you. You motivate me. I'm talking about you on Motivation Monday. And man, all I can do is just tell you to keep up the good work. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm in there with you, bro. So we're going to continue to do that. So go back, go to YouTube. Please subscribe when you go to YouTube. Subscribe with People to People with Rodney Grimes. Look at these different people who are talking about things going on, because they will motivate you and they will affect you in one way or another from the information things that they share with you. Again, this brother's story was profound. Here he was caught up in a situation with some guys. They somehow not, if I remember correctly, they took some money from somebody. Everything went bad, and next thing you know, somebody ended up getting killed. And these are babies. These are babies not knowing what they're doing. These are babies being exposed to situations that's, really, really not their fault. It's the elders. So, wait a minute, y'all got to excuse me. Yes, I'm on the air. Sorry about that, y'all. I didn't tell her that I was going on. She had a long working day, so I kind of didn't bother. That was my wife yelling up, trying to see what I was doing. But anyway, coming to you, just letting you know that it's just profound what this brother is doing. So let me get back to that. And and I try to be consistent with just motivating people on levels and letting them know that their work is being seen. Maybe not by the whole world, but people are seeing it. I see you, Khalid. I see you, my brother. I see you, and I send peace and blessings to you. Okay. I want to then go to another individual. I call her Cookie. That's the Good Fight. She has a podcast she's doing tonight. I never write down the proper name, but Demetrius Tucker. She's an amazing woman, and I love her, what she's doing in the community too. Just out there pounding away, motivating individuals, trying to pull people together to network with one another. And it's amazing what she's doing. She's constantly talking about her trials and tribulations in life and helping people get through the struggles and what they have to deal with. And so I want to say kudos to her as well, and just say, much blessings to her, to be able to really just say, much respect. I see good evening there, Pat. Good evening there, Sam, Purple, Walter, my cousin, and peace and blessings to you. So, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I want everyone to hear it. I'm going to keep throwing that date out there, July 23rd, between 2 and 6 p.m., 1934 Old Gallows Road, on the 3rd floor at the Intelligence Office. You're going to find that, man, we do some phenomenal networking events. I'm going to tell you, the last one, everybody that was there was like, came up and said, man, that was like number one. They gave us the number one on that. And this one we get ready to do on the next one, going to outdo that one. We're taking it to a different level. And I'll keep throwing that out because I want to see you there. So I wanted to go back, and I was talking again about Cookie. That's why I call her last name Tucker. You can get on there. It's a Good Fight. You get on the Facebook and follow her up. She is a phenomenal young lady doing some very, very powerful work, motivating people from left to right, right to left, up and down, over and under. I mean, she's amazing. When I tell you, she's a straight up workhorse. And I'm talking about people that have been through trauma where they should be sitting down crying. Not should be, but would be if they was just giving up. But she's not giving up. What she's doing, she's getting out here motivating different people. This girl was stabbed 6 times by her husband, right? I mean, somebody who wanted to take her life. And a lot of times when I talk to her and I see her drive, I see what happens. She takes all of that negative energy and she flips it and turn it into positive energy. And she just running and running and running, trying to help people. And sometimes trying to help so many people that she's drowning herself. And I have to sometimes just reach out to her and say, baby, you got to slow down a little bit. But she say, big brother, you know how I do. This is how I roll. So kudos to you, Cookie, baby. I love you. The Good Fight. I'm telling you, man, y'all got to go on there, go on Facebook. You'll look up, you'll find her. She has a podcast that comes on, and it's always got some very, very profound stories on it. I mean, she got people calling from all over the world talking on her podcast. Real real talk. But she's also an individual that supports people to people. So a shout out to her as well. I want to also now let me talk about. Did I talk about Kimberly? Kimberly Harkey. Okay, Kimberly's out of. She's out of. I want to say the Herndon or Reston area. Um, Beautiful. She's just a beautiful lady. She's with the X39 patch, right? Another motivating individual who do things to help people. I wonder why she was doing the patch. I was wondering why she was doing it because, you know, she's a doll baby. You can see some people and see they not hurting or they don't look like they're hurting. I'm not gonna put her business out there like that, but I've been in her some of her surroundings. She's living very well. She's a beautiful individual. But let me tell you what's so motivating. What she does, she believes in this patch. And I've tried it. My wife is wearing the patch as we speak. My wife is wearing the patch as we speak. It helps her with some pain that she be dealing with in her knees and in her back. And I suffer from the pains too, from my legs, and so I be putting the patch on as well. And man, it's phenomenal. And but I want to just say to Kimberly, you know, she's the type of person that I notice. I be going to different networking events, and this woman be right there networking. She's one of those individuals you wouldn't even know that she's the lady you would look at it be sitting home just drinking tea on her deck, just looking at the ducks swim in the pond, because she could do that for real. I'm telling you what I know. But let me tell you something. She's phenomenal. And she's very supportive, and her spirit is motivating. It's motivating. It's giving love. It's giving support. So, Kimberly, I want to tell you, I can't wait till July 23rd. She'll be there. You'll be able to learn all about the 39, the X39 patch and other patches that they have that provide services to help you to move forward. And it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So these people I'm talking about are people I have a relationship with for the last couple of years. Some of them, actually, probably I think everybody that I just talked about, I recently, within the last couple of years, God has put them in my path where we've come together and we are motivating one another. So if you're just joining in, this is People to People with Rodney Grimes. Today's topic, it's all about let's motivate. Let's motivate. Motivation, motivation is the talk we want to have today. Let's motivate one another. I was looking at the BET Awards a little bit last night, and I was so intrigued with looking at our culture and what's going on. I saw them. It was a different collaboration, and I was sitting there I was baffled but proud at the same time, and I was getting motivated because I was saying, when we do our thing, we do it a little different. We can get rickety raw with it for real. Y'all hearing some of my slang talk, but we can get real aggressive with expressing ourselves, and we're those type of people, right? And so when I saw that, it started making me think about all these people that I deal with. And so so far, Khalid, Kareem, my girl Demetrius, Tucker, and I was talking about Kimberly Harkey. Now I want to talk about another young lady. We're going to be doing something tomorrow, a special, and we're going to be talking about the vitamins, the vitamin IV, the hydration, right? Her name is Ginger Daffer. She is another individual who is really doing some stuff that's helping people. One of the reasons why I'm so intrigued about her and what motivates me about her is that many times she has let me know what she's doing is not about the money. It's about the changing of people's lives and the way she motivates and trying to get this healthy way of getting you back on track, to getting the right vitamins in your system. Now, let me tell you this. We all got different things coming in all different areas. We come from all different angles. and everybody believe in what they believe in. But one of the things that you got to remember, everybody don't grow corn, everybody don't grow tomatoes, everybody don't grow peaches, everybody don't grow lemons, everybody don't grow cabbage, right? Everybody don't raise cows, everybody don't raise chickens. But when we all get all that together, what do? We're able to put a meal together, right? Not all the time do it be healthy meals, but we still could put a meal together. Reason why I said that is the same thing applies with all the different things that people are doing, like the X39 patch, like the vitamin drip. Okay, these are different things that help you. We got another product that's come that we get ready to talk about too. The vitamin substance is alive. Um, that's something that we're gonna be taking. We're gonna be bringing to you too, man. I'm telling you. I try to get all the information I can so that I can make sure that I lead you in the right direction. And and I don't want to get nobody caught up doing something they don't want to do, right? So, again, I just wanted to jump out there. I'm still talking about different people pulling out different things. It's Motivation Monday. Let's continue to motivate one another. A shout out to my friend Tico Wells up in California. Peace and blessings to you, bro. You got me on a whole different path over here, bro. I'm over here, man. Checking things out, moving in a direction. Shout out to my friends Charles and Faustine, who consistently we on a daily basis. And when I daily, we if we don't talk a couple of times a week, is definitely every Sunday morning when we do our studies and we be motivating one another. Nothing but motivation. Nothing but motivation. No negative energy. Nobody's shutting nobody down. Nobody's jealous of nobody. Nobody's envious of nobody. Nobody's back and stabbing nobody. None of that. None of that. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. What I'm looking for is strictly love, and I'm looking for motivation and support in a positive way. So, again, I brought out some names. Okay, I got another young lady that I've been slipping through the cracks, not talking about her. Tarzia. I don't know if I pronounce her. I'm not really good at pronouncing people's names. So Taraza. That's it. And she gonna eat me up, Rodney. She gonna say, Rodney, come on now. She just a doll baby. Every time I see her, that's all I be like, hey, sweetheart. Teresa Martin St. Clair. She has an organization called Utopia, another organization that's really doing some things, motivating people out here, helping the community, helping people in different areas. We got different programs. I've interviewed every last one of these people that I've talked about. You can go on YouTube and reach out to them, get the information, find out what they're doing. A lot of this can help you. I'm talking about health-wise, spiritually, financially. We got people we've had on about talking about finances. So many. I see my brother Khalid. Yes, sir. Our health is our wealth, my brother. Hey, I was just talking about you. I just was talking about you, my brother. This man right here, man. Like I told you, this is I could just put you say lesson learned. Come on, that's what it's all about. So again, I just saw he jumped in, and I wanted to let y'all know, man, we are strong supporters. And I can say this not just about these people. Some of the people that's on here, Walter Shepard, my cousin. They have a foundation for his daughter. His daughter they do a foundation for their child who was going to go to college, and they did something in their life to motivate individuals while they was giving out money for scholarships. A lot of this, what I'm talking about, I'm just breaking off at the the tip of my tongue, trying to make sure I tell you about it. But you can actually go back again, get on YouTube. You can find all of these individuals, see where I did interviews with them. Just go through there. It's not going to hurt you. What it's going to do is going to bless you. You're going to find out. You can go through. Please hit subscribe and let's keep moving forward. I'm trying to go into hiatus in July and not do anything to till we get everything on a level where it's going to be so profound. Y'all gonna be like, look at people to people. God is blessing us, moving us in a motivational way to move forward. But every time I turn around, I'm getting phone calls and people be like, yo, Rodney, come on, let's do this, let's do that, let's make this happen. And so I just want to, let people know, man, this is what it's about. It's about networking, man. It's about us moving together and staying in a positive light. And I gotta say a shout out to my girl Pat Steen. I love you, babe. You already know. I ain't even gotta say nothing, man. You know what you mean to me. We friends. Sometimes, man, you try to figure out what a friend is. You know what a friend is for real? In my perspective, is a person that don't judge you even when they know you did something wrong. They don't look at you and hang out with you just because you're doing something right. You don't. They take you for who you are. Always supporting you, always saying good things, and then let me tell you something. And don't be afraid to tell you when you're wrong. That's my friend Pat. I love you, baby. I do, and I appreciate you so much. You know, so these people, that I noticed that join in and they show that love. And every one of y'all, please, if you haven't went on YouTube to subscribe, please do so. Please tell your sisters, your brothers, your mothers and uncles to go on. It don't cost them nothing. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get this people to people process moving. This has not been an easy journey, but I'm not complaining. I'm motivated. I am motivated. I'm motivated to keep moving because let me tell you something. It's certain people like Kathy Hughes, Petey Green. I'm talking about Sheila Stewart. We talking about Donnie Simpson, Tony Perkins. Some of these people that have been in the limelight, and they've been talking and trying to get the messages out and doing different things. And I can go on with many, many other names, but I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody started somewhere. I'm starting here. I started here on my phone. I started on this right here, doing just getting on here, networking, sharing some bits and pieces about myself. And next thing I know, God put this spirit in me and said, yo, you need to keep doing this. And it came from Real Talk Live with Rodney Grimes to People to People with Rodney Grimes. And let me tell you something. This People to People, that's me, you, and them. That's all of us. And we got to stay motivated. So I send peace and blessings to each and every one of you out there. It's different people who have different programs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kind of go and look on my computer, and I'm going to see some of the other stuff that I can pull up because I want to talk about different people who have been on the podcast and that been a serious motivation to me. Okay, Dr. Angela Conti. Let me never her and her husband. Okay, let me tell y'all something. These are people that some of these people I'm going to bring up their names. These are people that have been motivating different individuals in their personal time, giving back. We're not selling dreams. We're not selling drugs. We're not selling hate. We are actually sharing love, and we're giving motivational advice and opportunities. And that's what it's all about. Let me share something that a man said to me. He said, how would you feel if somebody just told you had 365 days left to live? I don't even want to put it at 365 days. I want to put it at 30 days. Somebody came and told you, and they knew that it was going to happen, and you knew it was going to happen, and they said, all you got is 30 days left. What would you do? Would you be sad? Would you be crying? Or would you get motivated and try to accomplish as much as you can so you can leave a positive legacy? How would you handle that? Think about all these people and these names that I've been telling you about. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing what's going on. I just got some man. My man. I love you, dude. I love you. My man Sam Johnson, he said you're doing good. Motivation Monday. Hey, Hey, bro, you know how I feel about you. That's another brother. Let me tell you something. Not all the time. You know, you just made me. You touched my heart. Let me tell you something. Not everybody motivates you in a way and do it publicly. Sometimes you got your secret motivators too. I got many of those. This brother that just sent me the message, he ain't one talking about, hey, look at me, look at me. He's not that type of brother. But he's the brother that'll pull you aside when you're wrong and jack your ass up too if it's necessary to put you in your place where he's saying, yo, you need to do right. Because he's been there and done that. I'm not putting his business out there, but I know that he experienced it on both sides of the tracks and he understands. And today he's a very, very well groomed dude that motivates everybody around him. He does. He motivates everybody. I'm telling you, it's some people, man, you can't grasp why they like that until you just really sit back and just really look at them and find out that's just their nature. That's his. He's a brother that's like that. So kudos to you, Sam, man. I appreciate you. I came to get in his presence, and when he found out what I did in the past, he looked at me one day because I was struggling really bad. I had came out of a situation where I had lost a lot of money. I did a lot for the community, and I was just trying to survive. I was just trying to stay above ground. And let me see. Yo, I wish you'd get on here and put some of that message on here because he's sending me these messages on my phone. I love you, dude. I do. I love you. I tell you. So yeah, I again, you know, it's all about people that motivate you. But let me tell you a little story about this brother, right? Let me tell you about this dude. You know, he the type of dude, right? That he know everybody. Okay. And when I say know everybody, he knows everybody. Okay. I've been in some situations where I didn't know how to handle them. And I go to him and, you know, some people can walk a walk and you'll be looking at him and say, damn, you know, should I listen to him? Well, with this brother here, reason why I did is because every time I kind of go to the left or the right and didn't stay on my path, he would pull my coat and tell me something. And I'm older than he is. And this is motivation. This is what we talk about, motivation. Motivation. Let's talk about that. This brother pulled me aside one day after he saw a little resume I had put together about doing production and stuff like that. And he came back, he said, yo, he called me RG. He said, RG, this is your thing, man. Get back doing what you do. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. You and Liz, man. Y'all too. I owe that to you. I'm telling you. I don't care what nobody say. I don't fabricate it. I keep it real. I'm telling you, y'all two hit a stem in the back of my neck to get me back doing what I do. And I just give God honor and praise for you because of the motivation that you have given me to continue to do what I do. So peace and blessings to you. And that's what this is all about. People to people. It's people like them who motivate me to motivate you. And that's what we do. Okay. So I'm going to, as I said, you know, I'm just kind of strolling through. Remember, I was saying about Angela. She's a veteran from the Army, retired. Just an amazing individual who's doing something. Oh, okay. Hey, Piper, how you doing, babe? Peace and blessings to you. I can't. Hey, look, make sure Sam is going to have you to come out to the networking event and at the studio. It's 1934 Old Gallows Road, the third floor. It's going to be July 23rd between 2 and 6. You can go to church and then come on out there. We're going to have some fantastic food, but we're going to have some powerful networking going on. And you can come out there, Piper, looking like the dog baby that you are, and come out there and walk around and just see. Because I think if I remember, Sam said it's either your sister or somebody that I know that's doing some stuff, or they got some product that they putting out and we need to promote them. So please get in touch with me. I would love to get them on the program, but definitely we got vendor spaces available out there as well. You can get in touch with me about that as well. And y'all can come on out and really get involved. And Piper, as I understand, that's your daughter. So please, let's make that happen. So as we keep going, I'm going to keep on going, and I'm going to be talking about different individuals. Now, I'm going to tell you somebody else I already saw on here. Beth Roots. Hey, Beth, it was your birthday the other day, baby. We tried to call and say happy birthday to you. So you already know how we do. Go back and listen to your phone, because I've already been doing too much singing over the last couple of times. I'm going to tell you. And June, man, we just been singing birthday, happy birthday to everybody. Again, my baby's birthday. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. We we was just so excited. I just dropped off to the airport. She called me laying in the bed. I was like, baby, daddy I'm down. I was trying to tell her. She was like, daddy, I need you. I said, you know what? When duty calls, you do what you do. So I had to crawl my butt up out the bed and go and take my baby to the airport. And I just wanted to tell her I love her so much, and tried so hard to be a good father, to motivate her to be a good woman and a good daughter. And that's what, again, this is all about when we talking about motivation. Okay, so y'all stay with me, because I'm pulling up different people and talking about how we motivate one another. Okay, y'all got to understand something. This is not just about you. The motivation that we do with one another. Okay, so Piper, I hope you're still there. You know how you motivate your daughter? You keep supporting her. You let her know that whatever she's doing, that she can be the queen of that. She don't have to lean on nobody else. And we collectively come. The success of your daughter is the success for each one of us. I'm not going to talk about it white or black or green or orange, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth about it is this. The reason why is so many individuals in different positions where they're dictating our communities and where we live and what we buy, where we spend our money, is because of the motivation that they give to each other. We got to do the same thing. We got to motivate our kids and put them in a perspective where they actually are be able to move forward and know that everything they do, we right behind them. Boo Jones, what's up, baby? I see you. I see you. It said, "Oh, I'll give you a call. Hey, don't forget. Here I go. That's another one. Let me see y'all jumping in. I gotta tell you, Boo Jones, another motivation person, another motivational person in the community, another person that's out there giving. Let me tell you something. Even when we do Man in the Mirror now. Don't y'all forget we got Man in the Mirror this Thursday. It's every last Thursday of the month, right? And nothing but positive, strong information we be giving you, right? That's headed off by Boo Jones and his colleague Nate Jenkins and myself and Amy Cakes, who've been part of the process as well. Much respect to y'all, man. I learned so much, and y'all keep me motivated. Y'all keep me moving forward. So, hey, Boo, you already know. Khalid said it's about the people, and we definitely need instructions and motivation. You know, we supposed to give instruction and motivation to each other. Not all of us are perfect in what we do. We not. But what we do is we got to keep pushing. Because let me tell you something. When we go back to what this country was built off of, what was it that kept us going? I'm talking about even when we in the amidst of battle, right in the war. What do? We look over at one another. This I know for a fact from being a Marine. I look at another Marine and say, yo, man, what is our mission? Our mission is to seek, find, and destroy and accomplish it. Let me tell you something. We motivate each other. You know, we say we leave no one behind. We motivate each other. We look at them and we look at it. That, you know, we motivate each other. We let people know that we mean what we mean business, right? But that's how you do it in life. Even today, I got my grandbaby, my oldest granddaughter, and she's struggling in some strange way. But I sat down and I talked to her and I told her, I said, you know what, I just got to be so straightforward with you and try to motivate her to be better. I got to do that through the process of sometimes she's going to hear some things that she ain't going to like. Like I got people do that with me. So, you know, I tell you, man, this is what we have to do. We have to get in. We got to keep motivating each other. Much respect. Let me see if I can find somebody else in here. Dr. Tiffany Tyson. She's the author of the Urban Prince, The Power of Choice, and Billy the Bully. That was one of her books that she was talking about it. She was on the program and everything, and I'm just so pumped up. Did you want something? This is my wife sticking her head in the door. What's going on?
Facebook jail.
Huh?
I'm in Facebook jail.
Why?
They said I violated something.
Oh, well, my wife just came and told me that she in Facebook jail, man, I tell you. But it's all about motivation. Thank you. You know what? All we do, we're not out here trying to disrupt nobody. Let me tell you something. We got to get our own network and our platform moving in order for us to keep moving forward. It's imperative that we do that. Because we got different entities and things that shut us down for no reason. I mean, we ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. We're not. We giving out a positive energy, a positive a message, and that's what it's all about. But you know something? If you don't own it, you got to be submissive to their rules and regulations. That's just it. So that's why I was talking about motivation. How come it's so important to motivate one another? Now you see why I asked each one of y'all to go subscribe. We need to do this. I'm telling you. Because let me tell you something. I try to say things without disrupting my process because financially, I'm not able to move in the direction where I want to be. Okay? If I had the financial backing with people to people, we would be saving so many lives. We will be saving so many people's dreams from crashing. We will be doing so much. When I put the Cash App out there, and I'm going to put it out there real quick. It's the $ capital R, capital G, 1960, right? You think that I asked that because I want to buy some clothes or a car or a house or something like that? I don't do that. Let me tell you something. I've been dressing all my life. I don't need nobody to do that. If I got to sell soda bottles like I used to do when I was a little boy so that I can get some tennis shoes, I do what I got to do. You feel me? I don't beg nobody. But what I can tell you is the People to People podcast need your support. We need your subscription. We need your support. We need you to help us out as much as you can. Because every dime that you send us is almost like St. Jude. You know that program? When I become a millionaire, that's going to be one of the places that me and my wife is going. We're going to go right over there and we're going to give to that location because of what they do. They're helping so many people, and we get a kick out of helping people. That's what it's all about. So I send peace and blessings to you this Motivation Monday, and I'm just really excited. Let me see if I can find somebody else up here that we talked about or we did something with. Okay, I got a lot. I just kind of, oh man, I just heard something go into the Cash App, and I thank you, whoever that was. I will be sending something back to you. Let me talk about this. Motivation is all about motivation. I started late, so I'm going to run. I started at 7:20. I'm going to run at 8:20, get my hour in. This was done on Let's Talk About It Wednesday, and it says this was about what do drugs do. What do drugs do? What do drugs? Oh, no. It said, what do drugs have to do with it? Meaning, we talking about trying to stay motivated. We talking about it a lot of times with our kids. If you don't motivate them, they'll find themselves in a very, very difficult setting. You'll find them where they're struggling. They're struggling really, really bad. You got to motivate them, talk to them. It's about telling them things that they're going to see. And tell them about things you experience. You can tell them about your bad things that you experience so that they'll know not to go that direction, so that they'll go and experience the good things and be motivated to do what's necessary to go into the future, without having to look over their back. It's so important. And I just pulled this flyer up. It was done on July 20th, 2022, which this was last year. And it was on Let's Talk About It Wednesday, People to People topic. That's why I say if you go back and go into the archives of the program, you're going to be able to see some real positive things, and you're going to be able to listen to some people talk about some things that mean so much and they could change your life. We talk about struggling in all areas. Okay, that was one of the days that I was on there, and I was just trying to be, obedient and stay on top of my game, So I'm here kind of flashing around. Okay, uh, Tara Alicia, she's from out of Texas. One of the young ladies, y'all. She's a television celebrity. She's an artist. She sings. She models. She do everything. She's another one. Hey, thank you. I'm hearing that Cash App go off. Man. I send peace and blessings to you. Tara Alicia is another one from Texas. Young lady down there. Let me tell you something. Motivation. Let me tell you what she told me when she came up. She flew up from Texas to come to be on the program, right? And she said, one of the things that we have to not be worried about, and that is being able to support people, and think we're going to lose something. She said, it's almost like you have a candle. Now picture that. You got a candle that you're walking with, and your candle is lit. And you got 100 people that have a candle in their hand, but they don't have a light. Walk with me on this. Work with me on this one. You got one candle in your hand that's lit. And you got 100 people in the room with you, and their candle is not lit. Now think about when you lean over and light one candle, and that candle lights another candle, how the room the lights start to expand. The energy in the room start to expand. And what happened when that one person lights that one candle? What happens? You know what happened? You lean over and you light that candle. That candle, y'all separate like this. Now you got two lit candles. We got two lit candles that's lighting up the room. But then pow, those two candles light another one, and it just started doing it, and we just started doing it, and we just started doing it. And now we got the room starting to light up. And you know what we do? We motivate each other. When you look over at that one person, she said, when you light the candle, you don't lose anything. You don't. What you do is you inspire the next person to light somebody else's candle. That's what we need to do. Let us continue to do so. Let us keep lighting each other's candle. This is what this whole podcast is about, people to people. You know my slogan, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. What does it mean? People to people, that's me, you, and them. And who is them? That's whoever you want them to be. The rich, the poor, the fat, the ugly, the crazy, the ones in jail, the ones in church, the ones who crying, the ones that's hurt. We talk about the ones that's laughing, the ones that's hiding. It's people. And guess what? We need each other. We need each other. People to people. Power to power. That's that power we possess. That motivational power. The power that we get. Like I told you when I was talking about the brother, Sam. What'd he do? He came to me when he saw it. Man, he caught me one day when I showed him what I did. He saw the passion in me. What did he tell me? He said, yo, man, get back doing what you was doing. He said, don't stop. He said, that's what you do. Even in other areas, he motivated me. You know something? I consistently take that and I strive with it. You know what he did? He lit my candle back up. My candle had went out. He leaned over, he lit it. We got to continue to do that, y'all. Let's continue to light each other's candle. Don't make it all about yourself. And I'm going to tell you something. Light the candle to somebody you don't like. Go ahead and do it. Let me tell you something. You reap what you sow. God gives it to you. That's the other thing that I want to tell you before I go off. I still got about another 10 minutes. Let me tell you this. Your kids and your children, your grandchildren, they're watching you. If you're running around here sexing and doing things, doing drugs and all this stuff in front of your kids, they're going to do the exact same thing, because all you're doing is you're motivating them to follow you. But if you take your grandson and put him in a shirt and tie and take him to a business meeting, guess what he'll do when he's by himself? He'll play like he's in a meeting with a whole bunch of people. And he'll start to get in the process of doing it. I saw this little boy on Steve Harvey, where he was talking to this little kid, and the little kid, y'all probably seen it on Facebook or on Instagram, and he talked about his grandfather. He said, "My pop, he teach me how to sing. He teach me how to praise God." This boy is probably 2-3 years old, maybe 4 at the most. And I was listening to it, and I was so motivated. His little tiny boy motivated me, 63 years old. His papa, he said, that's his grandfather. He was preparing him. He was motivating him. Steve Harvey said, "Well, how are you going to get everybody to join in?" And he just stood up and said, "Everybody in the audience, stand up." And everybody stood up. His motivation from a little kid. That's what we have to do. We have to continue to motivate each other. Let me tell you, it is imperative that we consistently do this. I want y'all to know that, we have different programs coming out through People to People. Don't forget TEP TV that's on Roku. That's another individual, is a sponsor to my program. This brother, man, he constantly helping me. He's giving me ideas. He's supporting me. You can go on Roku if you have a Roku TV, or you can subscribe to it, and it's not going to cost you anything. I'm going to tell you something. If you have a story you want to tell, you come on, you better sit in your living room and watch it. And actually, you still can sit in your room and watch in your living room and watch it on your television if you got a smart TV anyway, because all you got to do is pull up YouTube, put in Rodney Grimes, try it and see. Put in People to People with Rodney Grimes. It's going to come up. I'm on YouTube. All over the world, you can see me. Guess what? And guess what? All we doing is talking about positive things. We got Motivation Monday. Let's talk about it Wednesday. And we got Date Night Friday. Now, the other days, we have different things that come in. And remember, I told you, every last Thursday of the month, we have The Man in the Mirror, the show that matters. And let me tell you something. Some of the people that we be bringing on there is phenomenal. These are people right here in our neighborhoods that's motivating each other, that's motivating you, that's motivating me for us to move forward and stay positive. I just want to give just thanks and just praise, and I continue to do this. I thank all the people that always take the time out to listen to me. I thank the people that give me good advice. And I thank the people who really, really just sit back and just say, let me motivate this brother to keep moving forward. I just appreciate you so, so much. It's just so many things that you've done in so many different areas that made it so that I can continue to move forward. I'm still going through some of the archives. It was Michael Johnson from Alexandria, Virginia. Michael Johnson, man, another brother, motivating, sharing information. Kudos to him. He's always doing things to move forward. See, we don't have a problem with watching the news and talk about the killing, the robbing, the carjacking, the rapes, and all that stuff. But what about the people that's out there doing things in the community? Michael Johnson. You want to know who he is? Go to Alexandria, ask somebody. You can go in a certain area, go up by the Charles Houston Street Recreation Center and walk and ask especially one of the black kids or the black adults that you see in the area. They know who he is. You know why? Because he's been a positive influence in the community, motivating people to move forward. We had so many people that came through that process through Alexandria. We lost a very, very special guy some years ago, Lenny Harris, another person that motivated many, many, many people. Lost his life to some craziness. Somebody who was out here doing some devilish things, right? They locked up today. I hope that they get motivated to do something to change their life, like the brother Kareem did. How he changed his life and came out to make a change by the things that he's doing with his program, Lesson Learned. I love the title, Lesson Learned. Hey, and that's what we do. We learn. So, kudos to he said the topic was that this was let me see what the date was. This was September 14th, 2022. The topic was trouble in the streets, stop the violence, stop the killing, support the kids. Come on. That's what me and Mike was talking about on the show. Motivation. We were motivating people. We were. And still doing it. He's another brother. I can't wait. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to be out there at the networking event July 23rd, 2023, between 2 and 6, out at the intelligence office in Tyson's Corner. You do not want to miss this. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to come out there. We're gonna have the founder of TEP TV. He's gonna be there. You'll be able to. You got a program you want to get on and talk about, or get it shown on his network, you'll be able to talk to him directly. We got several good people. I'm not going to call it surprise people that supposed to be there, because I don't want to be trying to mislead anybody. I want you to stay motivated. Just come on out there and have a good time, and come out there and tell your story. We're going to be doing interviews from the very beginning. When we start at 2:00, it's going to be a setting. You're going to be able to be interviewed, talk about your business. We're going to have food on one side, and we're going to be doing interviews on the other side, and it's going to be phenomenal. The last one, man, it was so powerful. We had Steph Marie, the queen of poetry, was out there. We had Jay Hart that was out there singing. We had Skitty Scat, the rapper from DMV, came out to show us some love. And we got quite a few other people that I'm setting up to try to have some more entertainment to come out to be a positive thing on that day. I only got a couple more minutes, and let me see if I can find somebody else just gonna pop up there. Okay, Nicole West. She has Candles for You, LLC. This young lady, she came on and she does candles. What do candles do? They motivate your energy. They motivate you. This is what it's all about. Now, what's so motivating about doing candles? Let's start right from this one. That she's doing something that she loves. She's doing something that helps somebody else relax. She's doing something that helps her financially. She's doing something that makes her an entrepreneur. She's doing something to telling another person who's making candles that you can do it just like I'm doing it. These are the motivational things that we do. So, again, kudos to Nicole West. We got to get her back out there. She came on, man. We had a good show with her. She came on, and that was September 16th, 2020. That's when the program was called Real Talk Live with Rodney Grimes. It was September 16th, 2020. But if you go back into the archives on YouTube, you'll be able to see the program with her. Very beautiful young lady, good spirit, and she had a lot of good things to share. And it was just an intriguing program with her, and I was excited about that. So I tell you to go back. Here, this was Saturday, October 15th, 2022, and this was Grown Folks Convo Poetry Love Language with Steph Marie, the queen of poetry. Yes. Go back and check it out. She had different poets there. Doll After Dark. She had the poet soul, Nerd the poet. Come on, man. They was doing their thing. They was doing their thing. Good day, PTP. Hello. Wait a minute. I'm reading with the Queen Rachel put on it. She said, "Good day, PTP family. Good day to you, Queen Rachel. We send peace and blessings to you as well." So as y'all know, I only supposed to be on here an hour, and that's what I try to be obedient and do just that. Here's another brother who's out there doing some positive things. Jet Polo. He has a book. He has a book that's out. He's a father, musician, author, and entrepreneur. Motivating brother, man. Me and him had a little talk too several times. He's another one trying to do things in the community, man, out there networking and making things happen. It's better for us to sell hope and love and prosperity instead of selling drugs and robbing and killing and stealing and backstabbing each other. That's back some years ago, for whatever reason, certain entities wanted that to be a process in certain neighborhoods. You can't blame nobody if you pick the gun up. If you pick the gun up and pull the trigger, hey, the gun can't kill nobody. You're the one got to pull the trigger, right? But if you out here talking in a positive way, sharing your positive information, when a person pick the gun up, they don't put their finger on the trigger for the gun to go off. See, the gun can't go off not unless you pull it. You got to pull the trigger. And a lot of times we say gun kill. No, people kill. We just use the gun as the tool. You could kill somebody with a shovel, with a screwdriver, with a glass, a regular old just house glass. You can kill somebody. It just all depends on how you use it. But when we get out here and we talk about these positive things and share with one another, we make a difference. So Jeff Polo, man, and he was on December 12th, 2022. It was on Motivation Monday. Lovely story that he shared. I appreciate that so much. Okay, and Mr. Kevin Wilson. He was on Let's Talk About It Wednesday, and that was January 18th, 2023. He's working on some projects that's really profound. I'm just kind of going through because I got to get ready to get off. Okay, we Pretty in Peace, Not in Pieces. That's Tasha and Tahita. Peace and blessings to y'all. They was on Motivation Monday, November 28th, 2021. They was on the program. They had their podcast. Yo, support it. Let's do what we do. Let us continue to stay positive and do these things and make things happen. It's important for us to do this. So I'm just kind of been running through and seeing who I come up. Oh man, and you talking about something profound. Let me see. I don't even know if I got it right here. Man. Yes. Her name is Marjorie Freeman. Okay. She has the book Stand Out. Her book is called Stand Out, Get Ahead, and Get Noticed. Right? Phenomenal woman. The book, man. So we gave out some of the books. A couple of people gave me some feedback off of the books. They said powerful book. Powerful. Motivated them. Okay, so hey, remember you can go back. We had her on a Motivation Monday, April 10th, 2023. Let me tell y'all something. So we got to get ready to get out of here. And all I want to tell you is God is good. And just remember, it's not just about me. It's not just about you. It's about all of us. And we got to do what we can do to help one another, moving forward. It's really important that we do this. It don't take much to motivate nobody. It don't cost you anything. It don't cost you nothing even to give a person a smile or to say something nice to them. Even a drunk that you see on the street, you don't know what the struggles was. But sometimes all you got to do is say something nice to him and say, yo, man, God loves you. I love you. Give him $1. What he do with it is his business. You know what I mean? But you can motivate him to say, hey, you know what? It's worth me trying to do better today. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you, but it is about us. And y'all we trust. Y'all remember that. I love you. I love you all. And remember, it's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people.
Every Monday night, every Wednesday, every Friday night, day night, Monday, every Wednesday night, PTP, positive thinking people, PTP, positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people. Every Monday night, Wednesday night,
every Wednesday,
every Friday night,
Friday,
every Monday night,
Monday,
every Wednesday night,
Appreciate y'all.
every Wednesday,
every Friday night,
Friday, day
every
night,
Monday night,
Monday,
every Wednesday night,
Wednesday,
every Friday night,